If 2020 was good for anything, it was sitting at home watching movies. I watched a lot of movies last year. In fact, I watched most of the Oscar-nominated films in 2020, and with the Oscars coming up here on Sunday, I thought I would take a look at what I think will win and what I think should win. I've put together a matrix of all of the awards that are given out for movies and calculated a score for each movie on depending on how it has won in other awards to predict who I think will win the Oscars. This is a methodology that 538 put together a number of years ago. I just copied over exactly what they did. I'll link below to a description of how they calculated out who they thought would win the Oscars, and it seemed like it made sense to me. So I compiled all the information and did the math for myself to figure out who I think will win the Oscars this year. So let's jump right into it and start with cinematography. This is generally a photography channel, so I figure cinematography is a good place to start. There are 5 nominees for the Cinematography Award: Sean Bobbitt for Judas and the Black Messiah, Eric Messerschmidt for Mank, Darius Woolsey for News of the World, Joshua James Richards for Nomadland, and Fidian Papamichael for The Trial of the Chicago 7. Of these, I think there are 2 that stand above the rest: Nomadland and News of the World. Nomadland has won the award so far. Joshua James Richards won both the BAFTA and the Critics' Choice Award, and no other movie has won a cinematography award this year so far. However, I think News of the World should win. It is a more beautiful film, and I think Nomadland is very well shot, but News of the World is just edges it out. However, as you will see, there's going to be a theme today that Nomadland seems like it's going to be running the table on its awards. So I expect that Nomadland will win, but I think News of the World should. So these next 2 categories I've become a little bit more interested in this year: Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Original Screenplay. I've been writing a couple of short films for myself that I'm going to try to make once we're all vaccinated and can get together safely. I've been starting to be a little bit more interested in filmmaking versus photography, and well, this seems like a good place to start. So first up, we have the awards for Best Adapted Screenplay. We have Borat's subsequent movie film, The Father, Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and The White Tiger. I've actually only seen 3 of these movies. I have not seen Borat's subsequent movie film. I didn't see the first one either. And I haven't seen The White Tiger. Based on the other awards given out this year, Borat's subsequent movie film is in the lead. It won the Writers Guild of America award. Coming up kind of far behind it is The Father, which won the BAFTA this year. And One Night in Miami won the Critics' Choice Award. Borat's subsequent movie film will win this award because it won the Writers Guild of America award. But The Father is a wonderful screenplay. It puts the audience kind of on the back foot and makes you really feel the way that the character in the movie feels. I haven't seen Borat's subsequent movie film, so I can't say The Father is definitively better. Clearly, Borat must be good if it won the Writers Guild of America award. However, The Father was a absolutely incredible screenplay. So I'm going to say that The Father should win. I think Borat will win. I'm just trying to be a little bit argumentative here. Next up is the writing for original screenplay. Once again, we have 5 nominees. It is Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. In this category, Promising Young Woman is pretty far ahead in the points. It won the BAFTA, the Writers Guild of America, and the Critics' Choice Award. The Trial of the Chicago 7 won the Golden Globe Award, but I think it's going to go to Promising Young Woman. I have seen all of these movies, and I think Promising Young Woman is a great screenplay, and it It has some twists and turns that you might not expect, but I think it'll probably win this one, and I think it probably should. So this is, I think, the first place I've agreed with what the predictions say, where I think Both Promising Young Women will win, and I think it should win. All right, up next we have the 4 acting awards: actress in a leading role, actor in a leading role, actress in a supporting role, and actor in a leading role. So for actress in a leading role, this is the most competitive race we have in the Oscars this year. It is a dead heat between Frances McDormand and Viola Davis. So the nominees are Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day for The United States versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. In the previous awards for this year, Viola Davis won the Screen Actors Guild Award, and Frances McDormand won the BAFTA Award, which are equally predictive of who's going to win the Oscar. But Andra Day won the Golden Globe, and Carey Mulligan won the Critics' Choice Award. 4 of these 5 actresses have won at least one award for their roles that they're nominated for this year, and it's a really tight race. Having seen most of these movies, I think that Viola Davis should win, and I think she probably will win. I think the fact that she won the Screen Actors Guild gives her a slight edge, but I think Frances McDormand could win. But we'll see. But Viola Davis just disappeared into this role of Ma Rainey. And Frances McDormand, I felt like I was watching Frances McDormand throughout Nomadland. But, so I'm gonna give the edge to Viola Davis, but it's a close race. And we'll see on Sunday who actually wins it. For actor in a leading role, the nominees are Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Steven Yeun for Minari. If the race for leading actress is the closest we have in the Oscars this year, the race for leading actor is almost the biggest blowout, but not quite. Chadwick Boseman has won most of the awards for Best Leading Actor for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. However, Anthony Hopkins did win the BAFTA Award. After watching both of these movies over the past couple of days, I think that Anthony Hopkins gave a better performance in The Father than Chadwick Boseman gave in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. But Chadwick Boseman's going to win this one. This is his last opportunity to win an Oscar. I think he'll win this award largely based on his body of work throughout his lifetime, and the fact that he won't be able to make more movies in the future. And that I think it's a well-earned award. He is clearly an Oscar caliber actor, and Anthony Hopkins has a couple Oscars to his name already. So while I think Anthony Hopkins gave the better performance this year, I think Chadwick Boseman will win it, and I'm okay with that. The race for the Oscar for actress in a supporting role is also a pretty big runaway. The nominees are Maria Baklova for Borat's subsequent movie film, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman for The Father, Amanda Seyfried for Mank, and Yoo Jung-yoon for Minari. And I think these nominees actually slighted one actress that should have been in this category, and that's Helena Zengel for her role in News of the World. Not only do I think she should have been nominated, I think she should win this award. However, we have to take a look at who's actually nominated to figure out who's going to win, not who should have been nominated and who should win this. So based on who is nominated, I expect that Yoo Jung-yoon will probably win this award. She has won the BAFTA and the Screen Actors Guild Award. The only other actress who has won any awards for this category is Maria Baklova. She won the Critics' Choice Award for Borat's subsequent movie film. And I expect that Yoo Jung-young will win this award. But really, it should be Helena Zengel winning it. So in our final acting category, actor in a supporting role, the nominees are Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of the Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami, Paul Raci for Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah. Only one actor has won any awards in this category this year, and that's Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, I have a problem with this because I think that he should have been nominated for actor in a lead role, but he will end up winning an Oscar this year, and I think it's well deserved. He was amazing in Judas and the Black Messiah, and I just wish he had been nominated for actor in a lead role. I think that would have been an interesting competition between him and Chadwick Boseman. I think Chadwick Boseman still would have won it, but I think it would have been the proper place for a nomination for Daniel Kaluuya this year. But it is what it is. I'm glad to see that he'll be getting an Oscar, though. All right, onward, away from the acting awards and to directing and Best Picture. For directing, we have 5 nominees: Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round, David Fincher for Mank, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, and Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. Just like the award for actor in a supporting role, this one is a huge blowout. Only one nominee has won any awards in this category this year, and that's Chloe Zhao for Nomadland. My expectation is that Chloe Zhao will win and should win this award this year. So there we have it for directing. Pretty simple category. No real controversy in it this year. So our final category is Best Picture, and in this category we have 8 different films that have been nominated. They are The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of the Chicago 7. Nomadland was nominated for 6 Academy Awards this year: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, and Best Film Editing. I think it's going to win at least 3 and maybe as many as 5 of those awards. It's going to win Best Picture, Best Director, Best Cinematography, and quite possibly Best Actress, and maybe even Best Film Editing. I don't think it'll win Best Adapted Screenplay, but I don't think it should win Best Picture. In fact, there are 2 movies that were better than it this year: The Sound of Metal and The Father. The Sound of Metal does a wonderful job using sound the way that most movies use the visual element of a film. They tell the story with sound. They make the audience feel the way that the character in the movie would feel as he loses his hearing. And The Father similarly makes the audience feel the way that Anthony Hopkins as the father in the movie feels as his memory is starting to slip. It uses different actors to play the same role to make it so we don't recognize the character that is on screen. The same way that Anthony Hopkins in his character doesn't recognize the person that is standing in front of them, even when it is his daughter. And I think both of those movies are better films than Nomadland. But Nomadland's gonna win. Simple as that. So, there we have it. The Oscars this year. This is my entire table of who I think will win and who I think should win. If you're interested in seeing who has won the various awards this year and who has won awards all the way back to 1999, the best year in film history, you can check out the link to my spreadsheet in the description below. And I hope you've enjoyed this video today and my predictions on who are going to win the 2021 Academy Awards. If you did, hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you want to see more of my random talking about things that, aren't as photography related as they once were. But hit that subscribe button and we'll see you again next week. Until then, have a great day.